Hello, anyone not still living in the 1970s. We interrupt your day to bring you this announcement. Husker Ninja is in the building. Alright, guys, we are here today with episode number 17 of the Northern Iowa Panthers Dynasty here on NCAA 14. It's bowl season, ladies and gentlemen, and we've got the Northern Iowa Panthers, winners of the Sun Belt Conference. They are taking on Ohio out of the MAC in the GoDaddy.com Bowl. Northern Iowa went 10-3 on the year, and Ohio is 9-4. So we'll see which one of these teams will end up winning the bowl game and end their season out in style. I think Northern Iowa's got several little seniors they've got to try and send out on top with wins. But you take a look at the season defensive rankings, and Northern Iowa's defense has been decent. Like, they haven't been great, but they haven't been bad either. They've just been pretty good. A lot of their actual rankings are just because the minutes per quarter are way shorter. But hello, everyone. Welcome to Lad Peebles Stadium in Mobile, Alabama. It's bowl season here, and we got the GoDaddy.com Bowl between the 9-4 Ohio Bobcats and the 10-3 Northern Iowa Panthers. Northern Iowa in their first year as an FBS program, and with a new head coach as well in Mario Means. They won the Sun Belt, went 10-3, and now they're in the GoDaddy.com Bowl against the 9-4 Ohio Bobcats, who went 8-2 in the MAC. So I think they're probably about... They might have won the MAC, I'm not sure. But Northern Iowa wins the toss. They're going to defer. Dortch's kick will be taken by Bass for a 24-yard return. And Ohio will set up shop at their own 22. Both of these teams did well during the regular season. 9 wins and 10 wins. There's certainly nothing to complain about. We'll see which one of these teams can end their season with a bowl victory here in the GoDaddy.com Bowl. First down, Vick will hand off to Patterson. Patterson tries to find the edge. He's got it. Breaks a tackle from Weisbecker, and he's off down the sideline. Finally brought down by Jay Nelson, but not before Desmond Patterson gets a gain of 30 into Northern Iowa territory. First down at the 47 of Northern Iowa. They'll give to Patterson again. Another broken tackle, and he's tripped up by the shoestrings after 12 more. 2 carries, 42 yards for Desmond Patterson. And it's a first down from the 36 in Northern Iowa already, 2 plays into the game. They'll give to Patterson again, and this time Wise will make the play behind the line of scrimmage. Loss of 1 for Patterson. And Patterson looking to be a little slow to get up there. We'll have to see if he remains hurt or if he'll be able to come back into this game. It's 2nd and 11 for Ohio from the 37 of the Panthers. Only about 40 seconds gone here in this game. Vick throws underneath, knocked away, incomplete. Darius Vick wanted a man short underneath, and that was good coverage there to knock it away. Sets up a 3rd and 11, and this Northern Iowa defense can bend but not break and still get out of this, giving up no points. 3rd down and 11 for Ohio. They want the screen. Vick throws on the screen, has a man open, and he's going to break a couple tackles. He's got the first down on an 18-yard reception. So 3rd and 11 leads to an 18-yard reception on the screen play. And Ohio's into the red zone at the Northern Iowa 19. Vick back to pass. He wants to take off. No one open. He's going to be brought down by Madsen again after a gain of 5. It'll be 2nd and 5 from the 14 here for Ohio. A little over a minute gone here first quarter. The Bobcats on the move looking to strike first. They get to Olued, who's blown up again. It's Wise again making the play in the backfield. The senior defensive, I think he's a cornerback actually. But the senior defensive back coming up to make his second tackle for loss on this opening drive. It's 3rd and 6 from the Northern Iowa 16. Ohio 1 of 1 on third downs today. The Bobcats need 6 here. Can this Panthers defense get off the field and hold to a field goal? They want Uluwet on the screen, and he's going to be brought down after a short gain. Northern Iowa was ready for the screen pass that time, and it's a minimal gain. Vick is 2 of 3 for 19 yards, but this Northern Iowa defense will hold to a field goal try. The kick is up, and it's right down the middle. So Ohio takes a 3-0 lead in the GoDaddy.com Bowl. 5:12 left first quarter. Ohio leads Northern Iowa 3-0. We'll see how Northern Iowa can respond here. How this offense will be able to respond after seeing the defense give up a field goal on their first drive. Weisbecker with a 30-yard return. And Northern Iowa will set up shop at their own 28. 5:09 to go first quarter. Northern Iowa comes out on the field for their first drive of the game, looking to respond to Ohio State's field goal on their opening possession. They'll give it to Tyvis Smith. Smith drags defenders with him, and he'll pick up 11 on first down. Tyvis Smith just went right up the middle on the draw, and he had a lot of running room, was able to turn that into a first down pickup. 2 minutes gone first quarter here in the GoDaddy.com Bowl. And Northern Iowa's got it. First down at their own 39. Back to pass there, and Bailey doesn't see anyone open. He wants to take off. He fumbles it. Here he fumbles it. It's picked up by Brown. And that is not what Northern Iowa wanted to have happen. Is now the Bobcats have it at the Northern Iowa 38. Bailey didn't really see anyone open, so he wanted to try and scramble, but he lost the ball. And so we'll see if Ohio can turn this turnover into some more points and extending their lead. They'll give to Patterson, who is back after being shaken up on the first drive. He'll pick up 7, got 4 carries for 48 yards already today. And it is 2nd and 3 from the 31 of Northern Iowa. This defense really needs to come up with a stop. No more than a field goal here, I would say. Patterson will pick up 4 more. That's another first down. And this Northern Iowa defense just has not been able to stop Desmond Patterson. Fresh set of downs after that 4-yard carry there. They'll give it to him again. This time he's tripped up in the backfield, but will fall forward for a gain of 1. 6 carries, 53 yards for Patterson. This is only the second drive of the game, remember. He's just been lining it up so far in the first 3 minutes of this game. They got it at the 26 of Northern Iowa facing the second down. Vick could have been blown up in the backfield. Instead, he'll escape and pick up 6 on the read option. 2 carries, 11 yards for Vick. It's 3rd and 2. Inside the red zone again. This one is down at about the 18 of Northern Iowa. Vick, back to pass. He's hit, down he goes. Lost to 6. Big time sack there by Roland Cooper, the outside linebacker. That'll force a field goal attempt from the 25. Pretty much dead center. Ohio's kicker is 101 today with a long of 25. This one's dead center, and the field goal is right down the middle. So they take the Aaron Bailey fumble and turn it into another field goal. And with 3:18 to go first quarter, Ohio's on top 6-0. Weisbecker will take this ensuing kickoff from his own end zone. He's got a block. Weisbecker has a block. He's off down the sideline. Breaks away from one tackle, and what a return there by Trey Weisbecker. 58 yards on the kickoff return, and Northern Iowa is in business. Set up shop at the 42 of Ohio. If they can get it into the end zone here, that would be a nice little response after Ohio was able to take advantage, move right down the field on their first drive, kick a field goal, and then take advantage of the short field on the fumble and add on to their lead with another field goal. But credit this Northern Iowa defense for holding to field goals both times. And so instead of possibly 14-0 already, it's only 6-0. But now Northern Iowa's got to take advantage of the great return by Weisbecker. The senior safety did what he could to try and get his offense jump-started, and it's 2nd and 6 for him here. They give to Smith up the middle. Tyvis Smith drags defenders with him for a gain of 5. It'll be 3rd and short coming up. 3 carries, 20 yards for Tyvis Smith, the junior tailback. It's a 3rd and 1 from the 32 of Ohio. We got coming up on 5:20 to go here, first quarter. Ohio jumped up to the early 6-0 lead, but it could be worse. It could be 14-0 already, as Ohio has definitely owned the first quarter so far. They'll give to Smith up the middle. He'll pick up 5 yards in the first down. 4 carries, 25 yards for Tyvis Smith. It is first down from the 27 of Ohio. And Northern Iowa on the move, looking to answer the 2 field goals on Ohio's drive with the score that first 2 drives with the score of their own here. Maybe take the lead at the very least, kick 3 and be down by a field goal. Bailey hit as he throws, knocked away, incomplete. The pressure got to Bailey and he got hit as he threw it. So perhaps it's very lucky that it was only incomplete. Probably could have easily been intercepted, and that would have been a shame. 2nd and 10 as it is. They want the screen. They'll throw to Smith on the screen. Smith tries to make a man miss. He does. Falls forward after a 9-yard reception on the halfback screen. Sets up a 3rd and short. Caught 3rd and 1 from the Ohio 18. Bailey is 1 of 2 for 9 yards. Northern Iowa 1 of 1 on 3rd downs. They need a yard right here as they're in the red zone. At the 18 of the Bobcats. Coming up on 1:20 to go, first quarter. Ohio up 6-0 in the GoDaddy.com bowl. They'll give to Smith up the middle. Tyvis Smith drags defenders with him. He needed 1 on 3rd down, gets 10. It'll be 1st and goal from the 8. 5 carries, 35 yards today for Smith. And it is a 1st and goal from the 8-yard line here for Northern Iowa. First down and goal, knocking on the door, looking to take the lead. Bailey, they'll go play action on first down, throws, caught, touchdown, Northern Iowa. Taylor Otterstatter wide open in the end zone on play action. And that'll be touchdown number 16 of the season here for Aaron Bailey. And most importantly, that gives Northern Iowa the 7-6 lead pending the extra point. So on a drive that was set up by great field position on the kickoff return, it ends in a touchdown pass to Taylor Otterstatter on 1st and goal. And with 58 seconds left in the first quarter, Northern Iowa is on top 7-6. Dortch's kick will be taken from inside his own end zone by Bass. Bass has a little bit of a seam, finally dragged down after a 28-yard return. You take a look at the offense at a glance. 76 yards for Ohio, 51 for Northern Iowa. Northern Iowa does have the 1 fumble, but they still lead by 1 because the defense did a good job of holding the field goals. We'll see what kind of response Ohio has now that they trail. They'll go read option. Vic trying to drag Trey Weisbecker with him. Good for a gain of 10. Oh, the chat's pretty hype after that touchdown. But it's first down here. First down here for Ohio from just shy of the 40. Vic is going to be brought down in the backfield, loss of 4. They went on the option. It's Roland Cooper again. He came up with a big sack on 3rd down last drive, and he's right there to take him down in the backfield this time. 2nd and 14 from their own 33. 30 seconds left, first quarter. Northern Iowa leads Ohio 7-6 here in the GoDaddy.com bowl and mobile. They'll give to Patterson. Patterson tries to stiff arm Trey Weisbecker, but the senior says not so fast. It's still a gain of about 9. 7 carries for 62 yards today for Patterson. And this could be the final play of the third quarter. Of the first quarter, rather. It's a 3rd and 5. Vic will throw it out of bounds, and Northern Iowa will get the ball right back. 91 yards of offense for Ohio in this first quarter. Northern Iowa with 51. And the final play of the first quarter will be a punt back to Northern Iowa. Alexander tries to reverse the field position a little bit with a good punt return. He had the punt return that set up the game-winning field goal in the last minute in the Sun Belt Conference title game. He only gets 10 yards on that one. But that brings us to the end of the first quarter. 1 down, 3 to go here in the GoDaddy.com Bowl. Northern Iowa leads Ohio 7-6 after 1. And they will set up shop at their own 33 for their next drive to start this second quarter. First down here for Northern Iowa. They're already up 7-6, looking to add on to their lead here. Smith trying to bounce to the outside, tries to regain his footing. He does, and he's lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. Cameron McLeod there to make... Cameron McLeod probably is how you would pronounce that. 6 carries, 35 yards for Smith. It is 2nd and 10 here for Northern Iowa from their own 33. Almost half a minute gone here in the second quarter already. They give to Smith up the middle. He's brought down immediately. Gain of about 3 though. 7 carries, 38 yards. Averaging 5.4 yards per carry. But it's a 3rd and 6. Northern Iowa 2 of 2 on 3rd downs. Can they get 6 here and keep the drive alive? Bailey back to pass. Doesn't see anyone open. Throws underneath. Incomplete. Knocked away. And that will set up a 4th and 6. And Northern Iowa's got a punt. Should be pretty good field position here for Ohio. As the punt will be taken from the 26 by Wells. And he's going to return it for a gain of 12 out across the 40. So that is where Ohio will set up shop for this drive. 5:52 to go, first half. Still down 7-6. They'll give to Patterson. And Patterson drags defenders with him for a gain of about 6. Finally brought down by Charles Blanks. Sets up a manageable 2nd and 4 here for the Bobcats. Five and a half to go first half. Ohio trails Northern Iowa by 1. They'll go read option. Vic tries to get the edge, but Cooper says not so fast, young man. A nice open field tackle there by Cooper. He's made 3 nice tackles already today. And he's certainly been the MVP of this defensive effort so far for this Panthers defense. They give to Patterson up the middle. Brought down by Weisbecker after a gain of 10, but that's an easy first down. 9 carries, 78 yards for Desmond Patterson. And it's a first down into Northern Iowa territory again. They give to Patterson again. Patterson wants the edge. Nice open... Oh no, Butler didn't actually take him down, but he slowed him up enough for a group of about 3 Northern Iowa defenders to come in and take him down anyway. 2nd and 6 from the 39 of Northern Iowa here. 4:45 to go first half. 7-6 Northern Iowa on top. They went the read option, and Vic brought down after a gain of 3. Trey Weisbecker and another defender in on the stop there for Northern Iowa. It's a 3rd and medium here at about the 35. They'll go read option again. Mullins having on of it. Big time stop in the backfield. Vic loses 5 to Marcus Mullins there to make the play. Blow it up before it even got started. Loss of 5, and Ohio has to punt. Actually, no, they're going to go for it on 4th and 7 from their own, or from the 40 of, no, 4th and 7 from the Northern Iowa 40. They're going for it. Vic back to pass. Down he goes! Big time sack right there. The pressure came, and that looks like it's Bennett. Looks like Bennett, the Panther defender, there to get to him. They roll the dice on 4th down. It doesn't work. Now Northern Iowa's going to set up shop at their own 47, 3 yards away from midfield already. They give it to Smith. Smith wants the edge. He's got it a little bit. Gain of about 10. They'll mark him down a couple inches shy of the first. 8 carries, 48 yards today for Tyvis Smith. 2nd and inches. They are into Ohio territory now. Got it at the Bobcat 43. They get to Smith up the middle. Smith drags defenders with him. He just does not want to go down. Gain of 8 and a 1st down right there. 9 carries, 56 yards for Smith. Move those chains to the 35 of the Bobcats. Coming up on 3.5 to go first half. Northern Iowa on the move. Looking to add on to their lead here before halftime. They'll give to Smith on the counter, and Smith will pick up 4. 10 carries, 60 yards for Smith. 2nd and 6 from the Ohio 31 coming up. And we are down to about 3 minutes to go here first half. Northern Iowa leads Ohio 7-6 in the GoDaddy.com Bowl. Looking to add on to that 1-point lead here, though. Has a man open underneath, it's Damos. Dalton Damos tries to find the edge. 13 yards on 2nd and 6. That's a 1st down, and they're in the red zone again. First time we called Dalton Damos' name today. Bailey is 3 of 5 for 30 yards and a touchdown. 2nd red zone trip today for Northern Iowa. The first one resulted in a touchdown. They got it out of the Ohio 18. Smith going up the middle for only a gain of 2. 11 carries, 62 yards for Smith today. And it's a 2nd and 8 from the Ohio 16. As we're down to about 2:20 to go here first half. They'll dial up the screen, figure they would come with the blitz. Smith breaks a tackle, tries to get into the end zone. No, he's going to be down a yard shy. 2 catches, 24 yards for Tyvis Smith. Bailey 4 of 6, 45 yards and a touchdown. It's 1st and goal coming up. Both teams with 6 first downs today. It's 1st and goal from about the half-yard line here for Northern Iowa. 2 minutes to go first half. They're knocking on the door looking to extend their lead. Huggins is in. Touchdown Panthers. Zavon Huggins, the backup, is into the end zone untouched. And now they lead 13-6, 14-6 pending the extra point. And this is a big extra point coming up because if they get it, it is an 8-point game instead of just a 7-point game. And Randall's extra point is right down the middle, so a minute 57 left first half. And Northern Iowa has extended their lead to 14-6. Spurs Gaming pretty hype in the chat there. Pretty hyped for this 8-point Northern Iowa lead. We'll see if this Northern Iowa defense can hold on to it. There's still a minute 57 left first half, and both teams have 3 timeouts. Wells will take the return for a 27-yard. Well, he'll take the return from his own end zone. 27-yard return. They will set up shop at their own 25. Minute 53 left first half. Both teams have 3 timeouts. We'll see if there's going to be some more scoring here before the first half's done. Vic back to pass. Wants to scramble. Has some open running room. Breaks 1 tackle. Breaks 2, but not 3. 13 yards and a 1st down on the scramble for Darius Vic. They got it a 1st down at about the 37. Vic throws underneath. Has a man open. Is Cochran. And Chase Cochran with a 15-yard reception on 1st down. And just like that, 2 plays and they're across midfield already. 3 of 5, 34 yards today for Darius Vic. It's a 1st down at about the 47 of the Panthers. Still a minute 40 left first half. Knocked away, incomplete. Dante Wise there to knock that ball away. Second and 10 from the 47 here of Northern Iowa. Minute 39 left first half. Both teams have 3 timeouts. Big hit as he throws. No, down he goes. It's a sack. He didn't get rid of it. It's Charles Blanks again. First time we call his name today. And he comes up with a huge sack there. I thought Vic was going to get hit as he threw. I thought he was actually going to get rid of the ball. He didn't. Big time sack. 3rd and 16 coming up for Ohio. And if they don't get it, Northern Iowa's got a chance to add on to their lead, maybe. They'll throw the screen. Knocked away. Nearly picked. Charles Blanks was in the air at the right time, but he was turned around. Didn't see the ball coming until it was really deflected. But that could have been an interception on a screen pass. But with a minute 12 to go, Ohio's got to punt it away. And with 3 timeouts, Northern Iowa looking good to try and add on to their lead. Jameel Alexander will return it for a gain of 11. We got a minute 5 left in this first half. Northern Iowa from their own 28. 3 timeouts left for both teams. Can Northern Iowa add on to their 8-point lead here before halftime? Those underneath. Picked off by Kristoff. Oh no. He overthrew his man, and that was an easy interception for Josh Kristoff. And now Ohio's got it at the 36 of the Panthers. 4-7, 45 yards, 1 touchdown, 1 pick today for Bailey. 59 seconds left first half. Both teams still have 3 timeouts. Ohio in great opportunity to try and cut into this deficit before halftime. And there goes Vic down to about the 25. Timeout called by Ohio. I think they'll calm down at the 22. So almost in the red zone again. Still 54 seconds left first half. Vic rolling out, wants to scramble. Madsen going to jog him down after a 3-yard rush. Second and 7 from the 19. Third red zone trip for the Bobcats. They got 2 field goals out of their first 2. They'll go actually just a straight option. And Desmond Patterson blown up in the backfield. Jay Nelson, the first man to him, but there are about 2 other Northern Iowa defenders in the area. 3rd and 11. Ohio going to try and hurry up. Vic thrown for the end zone, out of bounds, incomplete, out of the back of the end zone. 4th and 11, and we will see if they go for it or if they settle for the 3. Ohio comes out to try a field goal. 2 of 2 today, along a 42. This one is also right down the middle, and that's 14-9. Ohio trailing Northern Iowa here. 28 seconds left first half. The Panthers do still have 3 timeouts, so they could try and get into field goal range. Particularly if Weisbecker has a good return right here. Weisbecker bouncing it to the outside. He's got the edge. Weisbecker across the 40, inside the 35. Another big return. That one's 68 yards for Trey Weisbecker. And now they got it at the Ohio 35, and they're almost in field goal range. Still 22 seconds left first half. 3 timeouts left, and hold on just a second, folks. Trey Weisbecker trying to give his team a chance to add on to their lead before the halftime. Smith sheds off 2 tackles, but not 3. Again, a 4. Northern Iowa calls a timeout. 2nd and 6 from the 31 coming up. And remember, this good starting field position was set up by the huge kickoff return by Trey Weisbecker, a 68-yarder. Those underneath has a man, it's Brown. Charles Brown chipped up by his shoestrings. 18-yard reception, first down, Northern Iowa at the 13 of the Bobcats. Look, they're looking like they want the touchdown. 6 and 9, 67 yards, 1 touchdown, 1 pick today for Aaron Bailey. In the red zone for the 3rd time, 2 touchdowns out of their first 2. No one open. Bailey wants to scramble. He's going to take off. Knocked out of bounds after a 7-yard scramble. They'll probably take one more shot to the end zone and then just kick the field goal as they are in chip shot range here. Knocking on the door, got it inside the 10 at about the 7 of the Bobcats. Otterstader in motion for the Panthers on 2nd and 3. Bailey doesn't see anyone open, throws to the end zone, picked off by Russell. But the clock was going to hit 0, so they had to just kind of throw it up there, and it leads to an interception. And so we finally hit halftime. Northern Iowa with the 5-point lead over Ohio in the GoDaddy.com Bowl. But the Panthers get the ball to start this third quarter. I bet you they kick it away from Weisbecker. And they will. Alexander from his own 2. Alexander trying to reverse his field. Alexander tripped up just across the 30. 28-yard return. First down from their own 30 here for Northern Iowa as they set up shop to start this third quarter. I would expect to see them try and go back to the run game, which they do, but Tyvis Smith blown up in the backfield. Smith with 12 carries, 60 yards. It is 2nd and 12 from their own 28 now. As we are nearly 30 seconds into this third quarter here. 14-9, Northern Iowa on top. Those underneath. Otterstader nearly caught it, but then it was knocked away and nearly intercepted. So in the end, it's only incomplete, but that was almost interception number 3 for this Ohio defense. It was also almost caught for a first down. As it is, it's a 3rd and 12 coming up for Northern Iowa. As the man open underneath, it's Damos again. Dalton Damos with a 15-yard reception. Move those chains for the Panthers. 2 catches, 28 yards for Damos. Bailey, 7 of 12, 82 yards, 1 touchdown, 1 pick. Actually, 2 interceptions, sorry. But it's the first down here as they're out across the 40 to their own 43. They'll give to Smith, who's blown up in the backfield again, loss of 3 more. Antoine Crutcher there with his 3rd tackle, first for a loss. Smith with 13 carries, 57 yards. And it is a 2nd and 13 coming up here for Northern Iowa. Ball at their own 40. Under 5:50 to go, third quarter, still a 5-point Northern Iowa lead. Otterstader in motion for the Panthers on 2nd and 13. They give to Smith and no one blocks the defender. Loss of 4 more. Blair Brown there with his 2nd tackle for a loss. Where's the blocking? Otterstader went in motion and he just chose to not block the guy, I guess. 14 carries, 53 yards for Smith. And now it's 3rd and 17. Those underneath, man wide open. It's Charles Brown again. 22 yards and a first down on 3rd and 17. 2 catches, 40 yards for Brown. Bailey, 8 of 13, 104 yards. 1 touchdown, but 2 interceptions. But with that completion, they move into Ohio territory yet again. Got it at the Bobcat 41. Coming up on 5 minutes to go, third quarter, Northern Iowa looking to do something to try and add on to their lead. They give to Smith. Smith on the counter goes right up the middle for a gain of 6. 15 carries, 59 yards for Smith. It's 2nd and 4 from the Ohio 35. Cameron McLeod there to make the tackle. 4.5 to go, third quarter. It's 2nd and 4 for Northern Iowa. They give to Smith up the middle. Smith still dragging defenders with him, and he falls forward for the first down. What an impressive run there by Smith, just refusing to be tackled. He's got 16 carries for 65 yards so far today. Current drive on 8 plays, 41 yards in a little over 2.5 minutes. And it's a first down at the Bobcat 30. Coming up on 4:15 to go here, third quarter. Graham in motion for the Panthers on first down. They'll get to Smith. He breaks one tackle on the counter, and he's able to get a yard. 17 carries, 66 yards. Tyvis Smith having himself a pretty good day running the football. Injury update, Russell, the injured Bobcat defender, he will return soon, so his injury wasn't anything too serious. But 2nd and 9 here for Northern Iowa, coming up on 3:40 to go, third quarter. They'll give to Savon Huggins, who's blown up in the backfield. Loss of 2, sets up 3rd down and 11. Watching to... I'm not even going to try to pronounce that. 3rd and 11 from the 30. And I don't think you're in field goal range, so this is maybe 4 down territory here. Coming up on 3:10 to go here, third quarter. Northern Iowa holding on to a 5-point lead over the Bobcats. Bailey hit as he hit, and down he goes. Lost his 8. Blake Scipio there with the sack. And now it's 4th and 18 from the 38 of the Bobcats. And you can bet this is definitely 4 down territory. Not much to be gained by punting it. Maybe 10 yards of field position at most. They're going to take the gamble and try and get 18 yards on their own. Man in motion. It's Otterstader on 4th and 18. Throws underneath. Has Nissen, but Nissen is going to be brought down shy of the first. It was a 15-yard reception, but he's going to be brought down 3 yards shy of the first. So really, it's effectively a punt because the punt would have gone into the end zone for a touchback anyway. They give to Patterson on first down. Patterson breaks one tackle, breaks another one from Wise, and he's got 9 yards. 12 carries, 88 yards for Desmond Patterson. It's 2nd and 1 coming up for Ohio. 2 minutes to go here for third quarter. The Bobcats down 5. There's Jay Nelson. Big time tackle in the backfield. Loss of 1. Nelson's 2nd tackle for a loss today. Patterson 13 carries, 87 yards, averaging over 6.5 yards a carry. 3rd and 3 from their own 30 here for Ohio. Coming up on 1:40 to go, third quarter. They'll give to Patterson. He's brought down by Weisbecker, but has enough for the first down. 14 carries, 93 yards for Patterson, and now they're going hurry up. First down from their own 35. They'll give to Patterson, and he's stuffed immediately. That handoff blown up in the backfield. Guess who? It's Jay Nelson again. The outside linebacker had himself a pretty good game. 15 carries, 90 yards for Patterson. It's 2nd and 13 coming up for Ohio. Vic throws underneath, has Mangan open. 8 yards, sets up a more manageable 3rd and 5. They're going to go hurry up again. Minute to go here, third quarter. Ohio down by 5 to Northern Iowa. Vic throws underneath, no one there, incomplete. 4th and 5, and Ohio's going to have to punt it away. Patterson has hip bursitis, but he will return to the game shortly. Wasn't even aware he was hurt. They'll give to Jameel Alexander. Alexander puts on a spin move, and it's a 13-yard return on the punt for Jameel Alexander. We'll see if Northern Iowa can go ahead and use this drive to maybe help put the game away, as we are almost out of this almost done with this third quarter here. .48 seconds remaining, third quarter here in Mobile. Northern Iowa leads Ohio 14-9 here in the GoDaddy.com Bowl. They'll give to Smith up the middle. Smith drags defenders with him. He's got the first down. 18 carries, 79 yards for Tyvis Smith. First down at their own 45 for the Panthers. Devin Jones with his 7th tackle on that last play. And Northern Iowa coming up on midfield here with 30 seconds to go in the third quarter. This time Smith is blown up in the backfield for a loss of 3. And that may just be the final play of this third quarter. Antoine Crutcher is there in the backfield again. 19 carries, 76 yards for Smith. This will likely be the final play of the third quarter. Throws on the screen, caught by Smith. He's blown up for a loss of 6 more. 4 carries, 4 catches, 22 yards for Smith. 3 quarters gone, 1 to go in the GoDaddy.com Bowl. Northern Iowa holding on to the 14-9 lead over Ohio. But they got a 3rd and long coming up when we come back. They need 19 here to move the chains. We'll see if they can get it. They failed on a 4th and 18 earlier. They need 19 on a 3rd down here. Throws underneath, knocked away by Ben Russell, incomplete. And so Northern Iowa's got to punt it away, and this Northern Iowa defense is going to have to come up with another stop. Should be pretty good field position here for Ohio. Wells with the punt return, brought down by Butler, shy of the 40. You take a look at this offense at a glance. Both offenses have been decent, but not great. The defenses have stepped up and made plays when they've had to. Northern Iowa by forcing 3 red zone field goals instead of touchdowns, and Ohio by forcing 3 turnovers. The go read option, and Vic will pick up 10 on first down, sets up 2nd and inches. Ball is coming up on midfield here. They got it at the 46, I think. The go screen play. There's Patterson again. Breaks a tackle. Brought down after a 14-yard reception on the screen. First time Patterson has made a catch today. 5 of 11, 56 yards today for Patterson. For Vic, rather. Weisbecker making the stop again. There's Mengen brought down by Butler after a 2-yard catch. It's 2nd and 8 from the 37 of the Panthers. 6 of 12, 58 yards for Darius Vick. Tommy Butler with his 5th tackle after making the stop on that last play. Minute gone here, 4th quarter. Ohio down by 5. They'll give to Patterson up the middle, brought down by Antoine Madsen after a gain of 4. 16 carries, 94 yards for Patterson. It is 3rd down and 4 coming up from the 33 of the Panthers. Can Ohio get the first down? Vic throws. Has a man knocked away, incomplete. It's Trey Weisbecker again. And Ohio going to go for it on 4th and 4 from the 33 of the Panthers. That makes sense as they're probably too far away for a field goal, and either way you'll still be down to score. Vic, hit, brought down by Blanks. Down he goes. Charles Blanks with his 2nd sack today. Loss of 5, and Northern Iowa's defense holds. They'll turn him away on downs again. .5:40 to go. I think if Northern Iowa gets a touchdown on this drive, this game's over. Smith has some block. He's got the edge. Out across the 40 of the Bobcats. 22 yards on first down. 20 carries, 98 yards for Smith. They got it at the 40 of Ohio. First down, Northern Iowa. And now I would expect to see the Panthers try and milk the clock a little bit. As they do not want Ohio to have much time to score much of anything when they get the ball back. Smith up the middle for 2 yards, puts him over 100 yards on the day. 21 carries, 100 yards on the nose. Pretty good day running the ball for the junior tailback. We are under 4:50 to go in the GoDaddy.com Bowl. Northern Iowa clinging to a 5-point lead. They got a 2nd and 8 right here. They'll give to Smith. And he's blown up after a gain of 1. Hit pretty much immediately. 22 carries, 101 yards for Smith. 3rd down and 7 from the 37 of the Bobcats. Northern Iowa 4 of 7 on 3rd downs today, We'll be down to about 4 minutes to go by the time this ball is snapped. Big 3rd down here for both sides. It'll be curious to see what Northern Iowa does if they don't convert. Throws caught by Damos. He's got the 1st down. 7 yards on 3rd and 7. Damos only has 3 catches, but they've all come at huge moments. That one for 7 to pick up the chains. Bailey 11 to 17. 120 yards, 1 touchdown, 2 interceptions. And now Northern Iowa can think about getting into field goal range to, at the very least, make it an 8-point game. And they can also start milking the clock to leave Ohio with not much time to run their offense. They give to Smith up the middle. He's got a gain of 3. 23 carries, 104 yards for Smith. 2nd and 7 from the 26 of Ohio. We'll be down to probably under 3 minutes to go by the time they snap this ball. And again, you don't want to do anything stupid like throwing another interception. They'll probably just keep it on the ground here for 2 more plays and just hope the defense won't give up a touchdown in a 2-point conversion. They give to Smith. Smith has a seam tripped up by the shoelaces. I thought for a second he was going to take it all away. Tripped up by shoelaces, a touchdown-saving tackle. Still good for a gain of 12. Karen McLeod probably just saved the game right there for the Bobcats. As it is, it's a 1st down at the 15 of Ohio. Ohio probably going to start calling their timeouts here eventually. They give it up the middle to Smith. Jacked down after a gain of 3. 25 carries, 119 yards for Smith. And this current drive has taken over 3 minutes to go. 47 yards in 7 plays. 2nd down and 7 will be down to about the 2-minute mark with the snap of this football. This is, by the way, the 4th red zone trip for Northern Iowa. They got 2 touchdowns and an interception in the end zone down the first half on their previous 3. 2nd down and 7. They'll give to Smith. Smith drags a defender with him, gets a gain of 6. It'll be 3rd down and 1. And now you're starting to think maybe you can just run out the clock here. You don't even necessarily need to score. 3rd and 1. 5 of 8 on 3rd downs. 1:56 left in the GoDaddy.com Bowl. A touchdown and Northern Iowa will probably end this game. A stop and Ohio's got a chance as they'll only be down 8. Smith blown up in the backfield, loss of 1. And Ohio's defense comes up with the huge stop. Now I know you're tempted to try and get the 1st down and just end it right then and there, but your defense has played pretty clutch this entire second half. You kick the field goal to make them have to get the touchdown and a 2-point conversion to win it. Here we go. Randall, the hero of the Sun Belt Conference title game, to put Northern Iowa up by 8 with 1:54 left in this game. Randall's kick is good. 1:51 left. Northern Iowa leads 17-9. Ohio with 1:51 left and a timeout. And they got to get a touchdown and then get a 2-point conversion. And so the hero of the Sun Belt Conference title game comes up with a huge field goal. That one's muffed at the goal line by Bass. And he's going to be blown up by Hall after an 8-yard return. Darius Vick, 6 of 13, 58 yards. And Ohio will have to go 90 yards to get the touchdown. And even then, they need the 2-point conversion to tie it. One timeout, minute 48 left. Can this Northern Iowa defense come up with this stop to seal this game? Vic's pass will be thrown incomplete. 6 of 14 today is Vic. 32 rushes, only 14 passes today for Ohio. Not a very balanced offensive attack. 1:45 left in the GoDaddy.com Bowl. Vic throws and he's picked! It's Alexander with the interception, and that'll do it. First turnover of the game for this Northern Iowa defense, and it will seal this game. They set up shop at the 15, and they just got to run out the clock is all you got to do right here. 1:41 left, Ohio with only one timeout, but things are looking grim. Things are looking grim indeed for the Bobcats. They will burn their final timeout right here. Tyvis Smith, 28 carries, 122 yards, averaging almost 4.5 yards a carry. Second down and 12. All they really have to do is just go right up the middle. Go right up the middle, kick the field goal, and get out of here with the win. Smith not going to get anything. They can't completely run out the clock right here. But they can get pretty close. 29 carries, 122 yards for Smith. 5 of 9 on third downs. A first down will end it. But really, you're about in field goal range. All you need to do is make sure you don't turn it over. You never know. This Ohio defense has 3 of those today. And Bailey going to do the smart thing and just scramble. Didn't want to put it up in the air. He's just going to throw it away, get rid of it. And now, the hero of the Sun Belt Conference Championship game can salt away a bowl victory for Northern Iowa. Randall made 3 field goals, including the game winner as time expired in the Sun Belt Conference title game. He made one to make it an 8-point game just a minute ago, and now he can end the game here. And it's down the middle. Kick is good. Northern Iowa takes a 20-9 lead, and that will end this ball game. The celebration can begin right now on the Northern Iowa sideline, as now they lead by 11 with only 12 seconds left in this game. Dirt will just kick it, force Bass to return it, and he's going to be brought down after a 19-yard return. 9 seconds remain. Northern Iowa is going to walk out of here with a victory in the GoDaddy.com Bowl in year 1 under head coach Mario Means. So not only do they win the Sun Belt, down goes Vic. What a fitting end to the game. It's Jay Nelson again, and Jay Nelson the MVP of this defensive effort, honestly. With his 4th tackle for loss, his first sack to end the game, and that is all she wrote. Northern Iowa is your 2013 GoDaddy.com Bowl champion. They take down Ohio 20-9. And the story of the game is 3 times Ohio got into the red zone. 3 times they had to settle for field goals instead of touchdowns. Had they gotten touchdowns, they win 21-20. But what a finish. What a first year in the FBS for Northern Iowa. What a first year under head coach Mario Means. They win the Sun Belt. They win a bowl game. And there's nowhere to go but up here for year 2, I don't think. That will do it for me. I will see you guys next time. The next video for this Northern Iowa Dynasty will be the off-season live stream. Follow me on Twitter at It's Husker Ninja, because I will tweet out when I am about to go live with the live stream, And so that will be how you will find out I am live with the off season. But that will do it for me. I will see you guys next time. Have an absolutely fantastic day, everybody.